Hi, Mark here from the Tangent-Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent-Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent-Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent-Bound Network is right for you.
Hello, and welcome to the Moving the Needle podcast, where we ask, what moves you? Excellent or bogus? Did anyone do the right thing? Do you mess with the Zohan? With me tonight to discuss Do the Right Thing, Rocky versus Creed, childhood, guilty pleasures, a test of time, you don't mess with the Zohan, once upon a time in Hollywood. With me tonight is Stephanie.
Hello.
Roy. Hello. And Henno. Yo, we want to thank you for listening on iTunes. We're also available on Spotify, just about everywhere you can find podcasts. We are, so come on now,
Google
let
Play.
us know. Email us at mtnpodcast@gmail.com or on facebook.com/mtnpod. Twitter and tweet us at mtnpod. There's so many ways to find us.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a Spurler. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 506.
The sexiest podcast on the network.
Yes.
Hi, Brian.
Hello, Tony.
How's it going, man?
It's going, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to
yes,
lead off real quick with
shit.
with an update on a story or on something we talked about a while ago.
Okay.
I'm sure you remember, your trip to a grocery store and a man just clearing out all that salad dressing.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. So right after we talked about that, the next couple times I was at the store, I looked for it. They didn't have any the first time, but they had some the second time. So I got a bottle of this stuff, which I cannot remember the name of off the top of my head.
It's like Steve's Delicious Oil and Vinegar or something.
Yeah, it's like sweet olive oil and vinegar or something. I don't know.
Some sort of nonsense.
But made a salad today and was like, oh hey, why don't I use some of this on there? It was really good.
Really?
Yeah, I'll say this.
So that crazy old guy risking life and limb.
It was pretty tasty.
Was
Do you know what it reminded me of? Is if you took Italian and it's sweeter than, because it says sweet right on the thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
Sweet dude, sweet.
If you get any, or anyone listening, if you use it, a little goes a good way, though. Much like if you were just doing your own, like, Earl, on a salad, you don't want to, you don't want to pour, like, a quart on there. You want a little bit just to coat everything a little bit, right?
Right.
I got a little heavy-handed with it today, so I got a little too much. But man, it was really, really nice with all the stuff I had in the salad. Yeah, I was quite impressed.
Oh, nice.
So it's probably something I'm going to buy again. It says on there it makes a terrific marinade, so I may give that a go.
First off, you're only going to be able to buy it if you can find that guy.
No.
I mean, if that guy beats you to it.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I may have to buy extra bottles if I see it.
Yeah. I mean, because you might have to knife fight him in the dressing aisle.
That's fine. I'm ready for that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. He'll never expect the knife I have taped to my back at all times.
Right?
You're
just like, let me go tie my shoes. Boot knife!
Yeah. Yeah, I just have various knives hidden in my clothes and strapped to my inner thigh and such. Yeah.
A little, he's got a sword cane.
Right. Ah, damn it.
Cane sword? Which way do you say that?
I don't know.
Is a sword cane just a sword you use as a cane?
I was going to say, I feel like whatever you use it for most probably should get first bill.
So definitely sword cane.
Yeah.
Because if I have a cane or a sword concealed in a cane, I'm definitely using it as a sword.
For sure. Yeah. I may not even use the sheath. I might just, walk around just, dragging that thing behind me.
Like someone's like, man, I can't open this package. Yeah, I draw my sword cane.
Right. You'll always know I'm coming because you'll hear my sword, just that sound on the ground. Like, oh shit.
Dragging it like Pyramid Head sword.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you're saying though is Jimbo's sweet Italian oil and vinegar or whatever.
I don't even think that's close to the name.
is a tasty treat that we should all enjoy if we don't get beaten to it by some guy climbing the side of the shelves trying to get at the last bottle.
And use responsibly. Okay, here we go. It's Hendrickson's unique dressing, marinade, and seasoning, but I can't see what it says. I remember it has because it's called like sweet. God, I don't remember now. It's like sweet vinegar something. Anyway.
It's like sweet sapphire salad dressing.
Oh, man. It is the sweet, sweet sapphire of salad dressings. Boy, I'd love to hear Dusty Rhodes say that. So, yeah, the other thing is if you get some of it, like, don't be weirded out if the Earl kind of congeals at the top, but if you give it a good shuka, it usually breaks it back up. So.
Oh, yeah. Get that shuka.
Right. So, yeah, I was impressed though, so I'm glad. I'm glad you told that story.
I was like, you just bought it just because we talked about it here on the program, huh?
Because it's like, dude, if somebody, especially someone is that like, dude, this is the shit,
Like
it's
if you're getting out your mountaineering gear, you're pounding like pittons into the shelving so you don't fall to your death.
I'm like, okay, what am I missing out on here?
I know, right?
So that's why when I said I was at the store, I looked the first time, shelf was empty. Second time, there it was, so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to sneak a bottle of this.
Say, like, the next time you're going to go, there's going to be bottles on the shelf, but one on the ground and just a body.
Yeah, after I kill him.
Yeah. Boot knife!
Yeah.
I feel like if you use a boot knife, you have to yell boot knife.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like a ninja star. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll be like, oh, sir, here, let me help you with that boot knife, because he'll allow me to get even closer.
That's true. Or you just take him to suplex down.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pint glass, because I'm accurate with pint glasses at short distances. So
deadly accurate.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like it'd be really satisfying to suplex somebody into a Hidden Valley Ranch display.
That would be pretty cool. Like give him the old half and half,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know
maybe,
various suplexes.
Bounce him off the mustard side, and then Farouk Spinebuster.
Yeah.
Right into the Russian dressing.
Yep. Because I got to make sure he's down, because if
he's probably going to get back up.
If there's
he's going to fight dirty, too.
No,
he's like 76 years old.
You know what's going to happen is he's going to fall on the ground, then I'm going to look over, and he's going to be like cracking a bottle of that, and he just starts just chugging the bottle, and then he goes like Super Saiyan when that happens.
Yeah, because he rips his cardigan off. He's like a shredded anime old man.
Yeah. Looks frail and old, and he's like, and all of a sudden he's like Mumra when he transforms.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fuck.
Got an 8-pack and like fucking delts that look like pumpkins and
right.
shit.
I wing another boot knife at him. He just catches. It just hits him in the hand. He doesn't care.
Exactly.
It's just stuck in there.
His old man calluses.
Yeah. He just starts smacking me because the knife's through his hand. He just starts smacking me with the knife.
Some good ass dressing.
Yeah. Oh man, this literally becomes like he's just Yoda essentially, like, oh, he's frail and old, and all of a sudden he's just whooping my ass up and down every aisle in the store.
Ass.
Smacks me around, kicks me over to the first aid aisle so I can rub some salve on my wounds just so he can kick my ass some more.
Well, hell yeah.
He just starts ragdolling me around the, just, running like in that commercial with Sting with the little kid where he's just running the kid across the mantle. It's basically like that.
Knocking all the shit off.
Oh, it's just a mess. Yeah.
Clean up aisle 5, 6, 7, 8.
You know what? We're just going to shut the store down. Yeah,
well,
I can't.
I'm glad you got to try the dressing because I was definitely intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
But not intrigued enough to buy some. Oh my god, I just had my headphone off.
Mm-hmm.
Not really enough to. I can't even talk. God damn it!
That's good for a podcast.
Not intrigued enough to buy it.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Meanwhile, I was extra intrigued. What would have been really funny is if I would have gone to the store and been like, "Oh, they have a bottle." As I'm reaching for it, he just like uses his cane and hooks it.
Exactly.
Like, oh, what's that? I can't think what it is now. The one like martial arts weapon that's got like the chain on it and the like hook.
The weight on the end and shit.
No, it's got like a hook on the end, basically.
Oh, God,
like it's a hook and chain. It's a hook and chain. We'll just call it that.
Yeah.
Like in I think they used not that, but a similar concept in Gladiator. The one guy has the thing like that. He just throws it, with a bunch of speed lines, hooks the stuff and just yanks it back. And then the fight starts. Boot knife time.
Well, it's because that's what he uses to climb the shelves.
Right.
Boot knife.
Mm.
Boot knife.
Boot knife.
Man.
So he just deflects it. Spang!
Oh, yeah.
Like shit.
Catches it in his dentures.
Yeah. It's like,
the dentures fly out and the knife stuck in the dressing behind him with the dentures still attached.
He recognizes my sensei because of the way that I throw my boot knives,
That's true.
I see.
Your sensei hits like a bitch. What?
You gonna throw them knives or you gonna throw them knives? I threw it.
But I have one and I threw it.
Can I get that one?
Yeah, let me get that knife back. That's my only one.
He kicks it over to me and just gives me the like how the Rock used to do the just bring it thing,
Oh,
just,
yeah.
Come on. I'm like, oh
Come
shit.
on, bub.
Oh boy. Like, you know what? You can just have that.
Yeah, that dressing's yours, bud.
Yeah. And he's like, no. He's like, now I don't just have a taste for salad dressing. I have a taste for young blood. Like, ah!
Oh, jeez.
And then I scuttle away like Zoidberg.
I mean, that's probably the best defense
right.
in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, I got an idea, Brian.
All right.
It's been a while since we did a sweet and salty language.
Mm-hmm.
Dressing flight.
Are we doing shots of dressing, or are we putting it on stuff?
Let's get crazy.
I'd rather put it on stuff, but I mean, if I have to just do
on a shot glass.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's like you can't make a good cocktail mixer unless you know what that liquor tastes like by itself.
It's true.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Tasty ingredients, right?
Right. Oh man.
Yeah.
That could be
That's all my God.
That could be a nightmare. There are a lot of salad dressings out there that I wish there was a concept of like samplers or mini bottles of salad dressings, because there's quite a few out there that I'm like, that could be really good, or it could just be vomit in a bottle.
I agree. There's a dressing I bought. It's a Kroger's Private Selection.
Ooh.
And it was like a Honeycrisp vinaigrette.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And the salad I was making, I was cutting up apples to put in it, and I'm like,
well, this will clearly pair with this.
Or
apple with it.
It's going to apple with it.
I said it too, yep. Ugh.
God damn it.
Waka waka.
But, I'm like, well, this is either going to be really good dressing or it's going to be fucking terrible. And it's really good.
Oh, okay, good. The way that was going, I was expecting the other way.
Well, because you know how I've never had just a meh dressing. It's either I like it or I'm like, this is shit. I'm not eating a salad.
I mean, unless it's like one you've had a million times, like, French or Italian, to where you're like, yeah, it's whatever, but it's, may not stand out.
I mean, when you get to those weird oddball dressings.
Right. Like the Parmesan and foot scrapings or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What was it? The heel scratcher or whatever that shit thing is.
Delicious. The petty egg.
Yeah. Like I'm trying. For instance, I'm a blue cheese dressing fan. I know that doesn't go up for everybody.
Oh no, it's disgusting. Yeah.
Right, but I'm a big fan, and I told him, I'm like, hey, if you're going to the store, pick me up some blue cheese. I'm fresh out.
Yeah.
Well, she picked me up blue cheese, but she didn't realize she bought yogurt-based blue cheese.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing, but that makes sense.
Fucking terrible. I put it on my salad, and I'm like, this has a weird tang that's not like a blue cheese tang. It's something else.
Was it private
bottle.
selections?
Yeah. And I looked at the bottle. I'm like, made of yogurt. This is terrible.
Like, blue cheese is not supposed to be all from Munda.
Yeah, it's supposed to have little punches of it.
Yeah. Yikes.
What are you going to do, eh?
I hate when you do that, though. I've done that plenty of times at the store where you'll like every once in a while you go to get like the bag of shred cheese or something for, tacos or whatever, and you fucking grab the like low fat, and you're like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, exactly.
Because some of those low fat cheeses they taste funky. Like, I don't know, like they're made of plastic instead of cheese. You know?
Give me the full fat situation.
Yeah. Like, I'm not eating the whole bag generally. You know?
I like my cheese like I like my ladies.
Yeah.
Thick,
yeah. Oh, man.
Speaking of thick cheese, Brian.
Please tell me we're not going back to Fermunda.
No, not this time.
All right, good, because, oh boy.
This time.
Yeah.
No, yesterday, it's reaching the end of the evening. We're running around, and I was like, what are we going to do for dinner?
Mm-hmm. Blocks of cheese.
Blocks of cheese.
Here's what you do. Wait. What? Take blocks of cheese. Has anyone done this? You take blocks of cheese, and you know how like the places do deep fried blocks of cheese? Sometimes. Right. Grilled cheese sandwich with blocks of cheese for the bread.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like a hardtack.
Anyway.
But Michelle was like, well, why don't we go out? It's my treat. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Like, only because you're paying. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So we ended up going to Shorty's,
Yeah.
Which I haven't been there in a while. Delicious,
right?
By the way.
I haven't been
it's
there
a local barbecue joint here in town.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I talked about the travesty that was Famous Dave's that we did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a million times better than Famous Dave's.
Yeah.
But their special they're currently doing was a brisket grilled cheese.
Nice.
So I had to get that.
Yeah, you did.
Bro.
I would have been upset if you were like, so they had a brisket grilled cheese, and I went, how was it? And you were like, I don't know, I didn't get it. I might have to reach through the computer and slap you.
Bro.
Yeah.
It was like on some thick ass bread, and they did not skimp on the brisket.
Good. That would have been like, my fear is that they're like, oh, we're just they put like a teaspoon of brisket on there.
No, dude, it was loaded. And then it had like deep fried onions and shit on it. Oh,
I can live with that.
It was fucking delicious.
Oddly enough, I had brisket yesterday too.
Yeah, was that Show's brisket?
Yep, my nephew.
How was it? How did you?
He smoked the brisket. It was a little dry, like by his own admission, because I asked him ahead of time before he even was bringing it over. I'm like, so how did it turn out, and he was like, honestly, it's a little dry. And I was like, oh, because, but whatever. It's his first brisket,
Yeah. I mean, he's already stepped it up. I haven't made a brisket on a smoker yet.
I'll tell you though, like it tasted really good. I had some yesterday. It tasted really good, and it wasn't that dry. It was just a little dry. But I was like, well, since he said it's dry, I'm gonna throw it between two pieces of bread and slather it in barbecue sauce. I mean, I had some first, to see how
make grilled cheese.
Yeah, I should have. I didn't even think about it. But, so I did that, put a little red onion on it because I like a little, got a little crisp in there too.
You got a little bite.
Yeah, so, smash the hell out of that. And then he took some of it and made burnt ends. So I had a few of those too, and those were good too.
See, I saw of course, Brian, a thing on TikTok where a dude took a chuck roast and they call them poor man's burnt ends.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And I kind of want to make
because that's going to be not that chuck roasts are cheap, but way cheaper than a whole brisket.
Yeah, and it's basically like you cube up the chuck roast.
Sure.
And then you have a whole pan, like he did of his pork belly.
Yeah.
But it's beef, like burnt ends are supposed to be.
All right. I like that.
So I think I'm going to be trying that.
Mm-hmm. I will say, I had never had pork burnt ends before. The ones I've had have all been beef to this point, but the pork ones were really good.
I've heard the pork ones also referred to as pig candy.
That's fair. Yeah, they were really good. So I don't think you can go wrong with either one. That chuck roast idea is a real smart idea though, because I could see that turning out well.
I mean, I was out working in my garage over the weekend, and I heard this subtle crying in the corner. I was like, what is that? And it was my smoker because it's been neglected.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I had to go back there and give it a hug. I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it.
Because, I was going to say, I haven't really seen you. I mean, you did that chicken when I was over on that.
Yeah, that's the only time I've used it this year.
Oh, man. Wow, that's so unlike you. Usually by now you would have thrown something else on there. Yeah.
I've just been a busy boy lately.
Unacceptable.
I know, right?
Totally unacceptable.
Like over the weekend.
Quit your job. Tell everyone to stay the fuck away.
I wish. Believe me. Every day, as soon as I clock in, I'm like, why do I do this?
Just become a recluse that smokes meats all the time.
If I could get away with it, I would.
You just get a hold of a butcher of some sort and have them just bring you various meats.
I mean, we know a butcher. His name's Rambo. He lives in Florida.
It's a little far.
He's a white belt butcher, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Get in on the ground floor.
Learn.
Yeah, get in on the ground floor. That way, once he's a sensei at it, you already know a guy.
Now Lee and I were working in the garage over the weekend because I want to build some end tables for the outdoors.
Yeah.
And it was fucking cool because she was using my grandpa's sanders.
Oh, nice.
I should have got pictures of it to send to my mom.
Yeah.
Because they're like the old school, like all metal craftsmen,
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, I need you sandies. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, let me just show you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, this is cool. Those are my grandpa's.
Right.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It was. I think it's cool they still work.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, I could wing it right at somebody's face and it would die immediately.
Like a boot knife?
Like a boot, yes, much like a boot knife.
Boot sander.
Boot sander.
Oh, what? The best part is if you yell boot knife, people kind of be like, huh? You yell boot sander, they're gonna really be in like, what? Like,
yeah, I don't know. Clang.
And they're done.
Yeah, it's over.
Yep. Ring the bell.
Yep. That and I burned so much shit over the week. I despite the fact that I live in the middle of the neighborhood, I still pretend I live out in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
I had all that fencing, and I bought some Sawzall. Harbor Freight for the win, by the way.
All right.
Dude, the more I go to Harbor Freight, the more I love it.
All right.
But I bought some Sawzall blades, and I cut everything up.
Yeah.
All weekend, I had a fire roaring in my burn barrel.
You weren't even out there most of the time.
Sometimes, once the flames died down, I'm like, we're good. And I went inside.
You got the fucking Olympic torch in your backyard now. The flame never extinguished.
That's kind of what it was. Like I would wait for the fires to go down. Like, all right, I can go to bed. And I get up in the morning. I go out there and I just get like a piece of the fence, stir up the coals, and it just whoosh.
Yeah.
It was
Love
like
it.
I got to wait a few days to make sure it's nice and cool before I move that thing.
Nah.
Because now that I'm done, I don't want that shit burn barrel. I mean, you saw it. It looks like I look even more like a white trash idiot.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not winter to where you'd be standing out there with like the gloves with like the fingertips cut out, and to where you would.
That was me when I was shoveling snow. We got that blizzard. I had a fire going. I was out there like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah,
I had beers stuck in the snow.
Got the old hobo fire out there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Right. Love it.
Oh, man. Yeah, it felt. I mean, it's been a long time since I've like built stuff.
Yeah.
It felt pretty good. I forgot how much I enjoy it.
Yeah, I haven't built anything in a long time.
It's been cool.
Yeah, because honestly, a lot of times, like when I've bought stuff, if it needs to be assembled, sometimes I'll just be like, how much is it to have you do it? That way, if it gets fucked up, you have to take it back and replace it. But we got some new patio furniture coming, which hopefully means, if we want to hang on like my patio.
I was about to say, when are we doing a patio hang, bro?
Right? So I may have to put some stuff together tomorrow, but we'll see. I was hoping it would come today while it was really nice. That way, if I did have to put it together, I could, you'd be outside at 65 degrees and gorgeous, versus tomorrow. It's only supposed to be in the 40s, which is still tolerable, but.
Yeah, and then Wednesday, snow.
Yeah, snow.
What the fuck?
Then 2 days later, back to almost 70,
But yeah. I'm fine if almost 70.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, it's like this area, it's like, it's just a coin flip. Like, is it going to be 30 today or is it going to be 60?
I honestly despise it.
Listen, as a sinus sufferer, I definitely despise it.
Right.
But I'm also like, I've heard people like, God, I heard on the radio when they were talking about, I mean, for the record, we're supposed to get like roughly 2 inches maybe here. And it's like, for this area, 2 inches of snow is nothing. Literally, most of us will just ignore it.
Yeah, I'll be annoyed when I walk out to my car. Like,
right. Because
I got to pretend to brush my car up.
Right. So it's like, but God, it's just, I can never get over how people live in this area. And yet when we get snow like that, people will still, they act like you're getting 2 feet of snow or something. That's like going to really hinder things. It's like, it won't even, like, it's not going to last on the roads. Cars will get rid of it in no time. This
isn't Nashville when they got like a half inch of snow and the city shut down.
Dude, we were in years ago when we used to do the, flea markets and stuff. We were in Louisville one time. And they were supposed to get, I think it was like 3 inches or 4 inches of snow. And people were freaking the fuck out. And we're like, the hell? And they're like, oh, you guys better get back to your hotel room. My dad's like, nah, we're good. I know how to drive on this. I have weight in my vehicle. Yeah. We're okay. And people down there are like, just, I want to, we got to get to the store and it's like, I understand it. You're not as used to it. Just like up here, if we're all of a sudden they're like, hey, we're getting 3 feet of snow. We're all like, fuck, and running around, killing each other for whatever we can grab off the store shelves.
Well, and it's like, the one thing I do get is like some of those places, they might have a snowplow.
Yeah, Tate talked about that because she's living in Mississippi, but I remember back when she lived in Arkansas, I think it was, and they were supposed to get like snow, and she goes, the whole city's shut down. And I'm like, you're kidding me. It's like an inch of snow. And she's like, they don't have a way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
Like you said.
It's not something they expect.
Right. Because it's not worth it to have, like here, we actually have facilities for anyone who doesn't live in these kind of areas. We have facilities that are just loaded with salt for the road. That's all that's in them. Just giant piles of salt.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. Because we know you don't put your snow shovel away till July in this area.
I mean, you're not wrong, unfortunately.
Like, you will see so many people who never put their snow shovel away in this area.
We've gotten snow in May before.
Yeah.
So, it's not like we live up north,
Right. But on the flip side, we've also had 70-degree days in December.
yeah, exactly.
So
this place sucks.
It's a weird fucking area to live. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
Brian. Let's just pack up our shit and go to Mexico.
I'm in. Let's do it. Wait, why are we going to Mexico?
Because we can live like kings for on $1.
Oh, okay, that's fair. All right.
Yeah,
I got to figure out something to do for money though.
Well, be sexy.
Yeah, I guess there's always that.
See, there you go.
Good thing I can always fall back on that. Oh shit. So
yeah, it's wild.
I watched. Have you ever seen? What was the name of this movie? Alan Quartermain in the Lost City of Gold.
I've seen it, but I've never watched it.
Okay, so it came on whatever today.
It looks like Dollar Store Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
dude, it's terrible. It stars Richard Chamberlain and Sharon Stone, right?
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, there's respectable names at least in this movie. James Earl Jones is in it,
Oh, shit.
and
As the voice of Sharon Stone's vagina.
Yes. No, he actually plays a badass like warrior that like twirls an axe all the time. And honestly, the first time he meets Richard Chamberlain, who is Alan Quartermain, he's spinning the axe around and I'm expecting him to pull his gun out and shoot him because Indiana Jones. Dude, this movie wants to be Indiana Jones so bad. Like even the music in it, you know how like when the Simpsons will do something and they're trying to like spoof, let's say Mad Men or something, and they'll do a theme that's real close but not gonna get them sued.
Right.
That's how the scoring for this movie was. Like, there wasn't the ba 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 ba, but it was real close to where, and I'm like, and I just laughed every time they did it. Like this guy's in the jungle, of course, so he's wearing like a hat and like a leather jacket, and I mean, seriously, he didn't have a whip. I'll say this.
Right.
But
I'm looking at images from
good
the
Lord,
movie right now.
dude, there's no question that apparently the studio made a few of these movies. And the reason they did it, of course, was to capitalize on all the money that Indiana Jones was making.
Of course. Man, Sharon Stone is super young in this.
Yeah, she really is. And
Holy crap.
I mean, hey, how you doing? But
well, yeah.
So here's something I didn't know though. They're based on Alan Quartermain books. These stories were written in like the 1800s.
Oh, really?
Like 1885, I think is what I read that the story that this movie is based on was written. So now I go, wait a minute. I feel like this isn't an Indiana Jones ripoff, but it is. Because what I think they did was they took the source material, they jazzed it up with some Indiana Jones stuff, and it turned out to just be a pile of crap. Because
is that Dio?
Instead of just keeping it probably true to the source material, I think they tried too hard to make it Indiana Jones.
I'm sure they did. Yeah.
And Richard Chamberlain is, a fine actor and all, but I mean, he's no Harrison Ford.
Right.
You know.
Who's the chick with the mall with like the big mall hair and the bigger tits?
I don't remember. I honestly, partway through, I started checking out on it, and then I left the room. It's bad. It's not a good movie. But I think the IMDb score is like 4.6 or something for it. I'll have the link to the IMDb in the show notes. If anyone wants to look at this, I do not recommend watching this movie, though.
I mean, I kind of want to watch it. Just what did you see it on?
It was on, there's one, they have a couple like local networks that play like shitty B movies and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It was one of those. I don't remember which one, but
the storyline for this movie is insane.
Yeah.
Let me give you the summary according to IMDb.
All right.
Alan Quartermain once again teams up with Jesse Hudson. I'm assuming that's Sharon Stone. Where the discovery of a mysterious old gold piece sends Quartermain looking for his long-lost brother, missing in the wilds of Africa after seeking a lost white race.
Yes. They're not kidding. Like, they get to this one area, there's like this big temple thing, and he finds his brother, and everyone's cloaked in white, and I'm like, there's an awful lot of white people here.
James Earl Jones' character is Slopogas.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Robert Donner as Swarma? That's a delicious meal, not a name.
Yeah, I will say he's the movie tries really hard to give you the action of Indiana Jones and the comedy, because there's bickering between him and Sharon Stone, much like there was between Harrison Ford and I can't think of her name from the first Indiana Jones movie, or whichever. I don't know. Anyway, there's always a woman he's bantering with, right? So Swarma,
I recognize that, dude. I thought I recognized that giant hair and giant titties. That lady was played by none other than Cassandra Peterson, a.k.a. Elvira.
There you go. Okay, that's what I saw her, but I didn't know who the hell it was. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, yeah, like I said, I don't recommend this much. But
where can I watch it?
I don't. That I couldn't tell you. IMDb usually has a where to watch thing on there.
If I can watch it on Tubi TV, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, that's
holy shit! It was nominated for something.
Worst movie ever.
Yep, worst actor Sharon Stone for a Razzie.
Oh, see, that's not fair. Because I'll tell you this. Do you know what she was saddled with in that movie? She's supposed
trying to be the sexy sidekick, probably.
She's supposed to be the thing is they don't even really play up like the sex in it. Like there's not really, oddly enough, they're a married couple, and there's like no real chemistry that I saw as far as that went. But she's basically supposed to. At first, they kind of have her like. There's a scene where they're going through the desert, and of course she's stumbling and tripping all, because she's the city girl in the desert, and she's that. Like she's supposed to just be basically a hindrance to the adventure, like a lot of women were portrayed as in those kind of movies.
I mean, Brian.
They really didn't give her
no kitchens out in the middle of the desert.
Right. Dude, they gave her no, pardon the pun, they gave her no meat to sink her teeth into.
I mean, I'm sure James Earl Jones.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, that role is pretty shallow.
Yeah,
so,
fair enough.
And I'll say this, for what she did in it, she played the part. I mean, was it spectacular? No, but it was definitely not the worst performance I've ever seen. The guy who plays Swarma was hamming it up. Like, anytime there was anything, like he's holding a gun at one point and you'd swear it's, my mom made this reference and I'm going to use it because it was perfect. She was like, what is he, Don Knotts? The shakiest gun in the West?
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, kids, you will have no idea who I'm talking about, but
just Google it.
Yeah. But this guy's holding this at different times. Like at one point it was funny. Sharon Stone throws someone's arm got cut off and she throws it at him and he catches it and then he realizes what it is and he's like, the whole time and really just hamming it up that he's a fraidy cat basically.
Oh. Apparently you can watch this on YouTube for free.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to find out real quick. If that's the case, I might watch this movie.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, everyone.
You just headbutt your mic?
Yes.
Do you need a new mic now?
No, I didn't hit it head on or straight on. I hit it with the headphones.
Yeah, you can watch Alan Quartermain, The Lost City of Gold on YouTube.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
For free.
All right, well,
make sure I include that link.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, hit me with that so I can.
504K or 5,000, almost 5,500 likes, Brian. That's 688 dislikes.
That's at least 5,000 too many.
Let's see here. Good. Top comment. My dad, Thursday night movie. How he enjoyed them. Still can hear him laughing with joy in the living room. Miss you, Pops. Oh. All right.
That's why that name's familiar. Jesus Christ, of course. Like Richard Donner, you said played Swarma, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's too bad because that means he was probably in brownface.
That dude throws good parties.
So I will say this, be warned that it's a movie from, 1985 or something like that?
86, if I remember, it said.
Okay.
87.
87, okay. Yeah. So, like, how in the hell can I call myself a geek and be like, who the hell, why does Richard Donner sound familiar? Do you know what movies he directed? Superman.
Oh, but he directed?
Yes. He directed the horror film The Omen. He directed Superman, Goonies, Scrooged, Superman 2, the Donner cut. I would hope he did that.
That'd be sick.
And Lethal Weapon 4.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So anyway.
So he used an act and then he directs?
Yeah, I guess so, but I will, like I said, keep in mind if you watch this movie, the era of it, so, it may not be very sensitive to... See, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I'm actually surprised. They had, people in there that were of various ethnicities, and I'm like, they actually didn't just put a bunch of people in, paint their faces or whatever, and apparently maybe they
That's
did.
what you think,
Yeah.
Brian.
Clearly. There goes my white privilege, not even recognizing shit again. Hey. Anyway. So yeah, so there's that.
Huh.
So enjoy that movie, everyone, or don't, because I'm telling you, it's
I mean,
terrible.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this.
All right.
And
Well, shit, if I
yeah.
had thought about it, we could have done that and just done us a little podcast on the movie, but
yeah, I mean, I feel like
I'm sure shit not watching it again.
I mean, I like watching terrible movies, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, it was really funny because when it started, I'm like, what is this? And then, like, the feel of it a couple of times, and I'm like, because I saw Richard Chamberlain, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, but Sharon Stone's in this, so it can't be very old as far as it can only go back so far, basically. You know, it's like.
I don't even know what Richard Chamberlain's been in besides this movie.
I
the
know
name sounds familiar.
He's an actor from an era gone by, but I don't remember either. I'm sure he's been in stuff we probably would know, but don't remember because video stores. But
oh shit, he was the first person to play Jason Bourne in 1988.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Holy shit, I need to watch that movie.
Yeah,
it was a made-for-TV movie.
Oh god, okay, dude. So there's our next podcast. Is we just start finding old TV shows and movies like that, and we try to watch them. So, you know, when the movie starts, like, there's a little back and forth, and it's kind of, it's like, you know, she gets all excited because she gets a suit for him, and it's just this, like, head-to-toe plaid number, and he looks like a tool in it, you know? And, you know, like, there's some, you know, not hilarious or anything, but I was like, oh, okay, you know, it's a little lighthearted, you know, and I'm like, I expect there's gonna be some adventure at some point and whatever, but you know, it was real quick to you're like, wait a minute, is this supposed to be Indiana Jones?
No, it's Richard Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Or not Richard Chamberlain, Alan Quartermain.
Right. So anyway, yeah. All I can say is I don't know what the hell was on right before it, but it was I saw the last 5 minutes maybe of some dump of a movie that had Brian Dennehy in it, where he's some detective, and they're trying to retrieve these medallions for the Vatican or something, and the mob's involved, and they trick a guy at the end of this with like the one guy has like a robotic clown flying a helicopter.
Sick.
I don't know what the fuck this was, but it's like they get him in this room, Brian Dennehy, and they, you know, get his gun from him, and he's sitting in this chair, and then he literally is trying to psych out everyone in the room. Like, the one guy is talking about the cut he's going to get from the money, and Brian Dennehy's like, you know, you're not going to get all the money, right? They're going to this and this and this, and this guy looks at the other one and is like, is that true? I'm like, why would you believe him? Like, why would you put any weight in what he said? And then he starts doing this to like each one of them in the room. And I'm like, is he a detective or is he a psychiatrist? Like, what?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
I know what channel you're talking about over the airwaves. I don't remember the name.
Oh, it's, I think it was like This TV or something like that. There's Me TV, and this one I think was called This.
Oh, This TV schedule. That might be it.
Because, oh my God.
There you go. Right now they're showing Platoon, followed by Navy SEALs.
Oh,
shit.
dude. Well,
Charlie Sheen.
Let's fucking end this and go watch some TV.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I
remember watching Navy SEALs. That was a movie I'd rent off and on.
Me too.
Like, yeah, I'd get my G.I. Joes out, lay on the floor.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yep. Exactly. Oh, man.
All I can say is, what are you doing this weekend, Brian? Because I found the Bourne Identity on YouTube as well.
Oh, nice. I was going to say, sounds like I'll be watching something shitty with you.
Yeah. Just saying.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Now, I don't know.
Whistly. Huh?
I was going to say, no, I don't know if the one I was watching, because it looks like there's kind of like This TV and Me TV. I think there's like your area, you know, like one of your local channels. I don't know if they own it or they sponsor it or whatever it is, because we actually, it's weird. In our living room, we get the Detroit ones in my mom's bedroom, and I think in my room we get the Toledo ones.
That's insane.
I
That
don't
doesn't
know.
even make sense.
I don't know why, because like Buckeye has, Southeastern Michigan a package or whatever. Because if you live in Michigan, there's certain agreements that they have to where you have to get the Detroit version of something versus Ohio, which always frustrated me being an Indians fan versus being a Tigers fan. Because for a long time I got Sports Time Detroit. Or Fox Sports Detroit, instead of Sports Time Ohio. And it was like, damn it, I can never watch the team I want to watch.
Like, fuck your team, here's the Tigers.
Yeah, basically. It's like, well, okay, it's still baseball.
Yeah, like, I guess.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. Good shit, though.
Yeah, sounds like a blast, my guy.
Yes.
Excellent.
So, yeah. I'm down to watch a shitty Bourne Identity if you want to.
All right.
Do that.
Just saying.
I likes it.
All right.
I like it a lot.
Like it. I like it like that.
Wow. All right. That was something.
It was definitely something.
Speaking of how we bitch about our internet,
Yes.
I want to bring this up for everyone because I sent it to you already.
Oh, I've used it like 14 times.
Me too. I'm using it every day.
Fuck yeah.
So the FCC has a speed test app now. And, most people already have speed test apps, so you might be saying, why should I download this? Well, I'll tell you why. The main reason for it is that they're supposed to help them kind of massage areas that need broadband that don't have it to try to raise the bar.
Right.
But for people like Tony and I, who live in areas where they're in a dominated market, basically by reporting, because you have to allow their information to be sent to them. But what it does is it makes it to where they can get actual readings of the internet speeds in our area. So if enough people in this area send these in, then when our local cable provider or internet provider reports the speeds that they're delivering, if they don't add up, then the FCC can say, yeah, well, we have all this proof that you're lying to us. So,
which is amazing.
Whereas in the past, all they could do was basically take the word of the internet provider.
Yeah.
So, if you're like Tony and I, you might want to download this app. It's just called, I think it's just called FCC Speed Test or something like that. FCC Speed Test.
So.
Yep. So, and it's free. And it what's funny is since downloading it, crazy enough, my speeds are at like everything's working like near where it should be.
Really?
I have not had an issue. Yeah.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. And I don't think it has anything to do with that because I've ran tests. I've still ran the what do you call it? The one that I normally run, fast.net or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's saying the same stuff. So I guess the internet's just working well for me at the moment, but I'm going to keep doing it pretty much every day because I want to see what it is. Because if I, like I said, if I keep seeing these lulls, I'm gonna call them and say
the shit out of them. That's
yep,
what I say.
I'm gonna call them and say, hey, I'm not getting anywhere near what we're paying for. So, yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm glad you shared that with me.
Yep. As soon as I read that article, I was like, fired it right off to you. I'm like, I know he's gonna want this.
Fuck yeah, bro. I get so annoyed.
Me too. And that's why I was like, yup.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Yeah, I hate the fact that I pay for service that I don't usually get.
Yeah, well, you've heard me bitch about my speeds on here, and I'm supposed to be getting 24 megabytes per second is
right.
the speed I'm supposed to be getting. And before, like most of the tests that I was doing, I'm more in like the 12 to 13 range. That is significantly lower. Yeah.
Significantly.
Like today when I tested it, it showed 21. I can live with that. Because unfortunately the numbers they promise you are not the low end. They're the like high end more so. And usually there's some, wavering and whatnot. So okay,
Right.
fine. But, yeah, when it's hitting
But
12
nothing. That's what I say.
or 9, or the one time it was like 2, you know?
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane to
That's
me.
bullshit, yeah. So, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, I guess I kind of blew us right through, like, how's your week been?
Oh, it's been an all right week.
Hmm.
You know, I can't complain a whole lot, I suppose.
Good.
You know, I mean, you know, the
better
kids
not.
team. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of stuff already kind of covered. I went off the rails and made a taco lasagna.
Oh, yeah, I saw you did that. Yeah.
That shit was pretty good.
What? Now, I saw in your post you said, good but not great. What did you not like?
Okay, so version 2.0
right.
is going to be, and actually, I like this one. I got this one from Tate. She actually commented.
Oh,
on
okay,
my
cool.
post.
Gonna air fry it. Waffle.
Use corn tortillas,
Okay.
which I'm down to try.
Okay.
And instead, I use shredded cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make a cheese sauce.
Yeah, that makes sense. I actually used Velveeta the one time for that reason, because we didn't get the meltiness that we were looking for.
And that's what it was like, cheese armor.
Yes.
Throughout the thing.
On top, it's great. Shredded cheese on top works fine, because but you're right. Yeah, through it, it's a little tougher.
It's a little rough.
Yeah,
it's rough, buddy.
Cheese sauce is a much better idea.
Yeah, so
All right.
I need to do that. And like Leah was like, it's just like the texture was kind of bugging her.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like it was all like squish.
Oh, yeah. That's why I usually do like some raw onion on top. But I like raw onion.
Yeah.
Not everybody does, but I do. I do like a red onion over the top of it.
But I mean, all in all, I think it was good.
Mm-hmm.
But it just needs some work.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a good beginner.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing to start off with.
Yeah. I did, we used to do, basically be the same idea, but we did it with like enchilada sauce and stuff like that.
Right.
Basically we just made like enchiladas, but instead of bothering to roll them all up, we just did it like lasagna style.
Well, that's exactly what Logan said.
Yeah.
He was like, so you just made enchiladas with less steps. I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. That was the reason I did it though, because I was like, this is just easier, so I'll just do this.
Yeah. I mean,
and
it's true, though.
it tasted the same basically, so.
Right.
All right. I was curious though, because, I didn't know if there was anything like maybe you're like, this or this, to where, I had a suggestion that could help you, but
No,
Tate,
I mean,
sounds like Tate already hooked you up.
Yeah, she hooked me up good, and it's just a couple little things I gotta edit, switch up a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All
right, well that's cool.
And then we, God, I can't remember the name of the game. We're trying to find it right now. We, well, not by we, I mean Michelle bought a fucking Mario game because she was like, hey, the kids are coming over and I kind of just feel like hanging out and playing games. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. I know it's
a
very
Mario
exciting.
game, huh?
It might be Super Mario Deluxe.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like, but it's like 4-player co-op, right?
Yeah.
For the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
That game is fun as fuck.
Really? What are you doing in it?
It's just like a fucking it's a basic Mario game, side scroller.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, of course, Bowser takes the princess, the whole situation.
That son of a bitch. Yeah.
But you can play all 4. Well, I mean, Logan wasn't here, but you can play up to 4 people at a time on the screen, and that's what makes it chaotic because you can't walk through each other.
Oh, so you have to jump over each other and everything, huh?
Yeah, and jump over each other, and you can use each other to get to higher things. And like I've accidentally killed my people with Koopa shells. And
can you pick up the other people?
You can pick them up and throw them.
Nice. Okay, because it reminds me of shit. What was that? There was one of the Mario games before where you could do that and use like one of your like Yoshi or something like that. I don't remember what it was. There was one where you could pick them up and throw them basically.
Right.
So, okay, cool. That sounds pretty cool. I'm looking at it now. So,
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah. It's got pretty good ratings. Most of the rating or reviews for it have it at about 4.8. Yeah. So that's pretty strong.
Well, yeah, Leah came over the weekend. We just kind of chilled out, and
it would not be a great game for me to buy because it, I wouldn't have.
It was definitely more fun. Playing
unless
one
you could,
player would probably be fun.
Can you play it online? Like, could you and I play that way?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. Because if so, then that's a different story. But yeah.
Yeah, I honestly do not know.
Fair enough.
Let's see here. I have it pulled up. Let me click on this here real quick.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could have just fucking clicked on it myself.
Says players up to 4 players, TV mode, tabletop mode, handheld mode. Doesn't say anything about playing online.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. But I really don't know.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Still looks fun, though, from what I just was looking at.
Yeah, and there was Saturday morning for some reason Leah had a hard time sleeping. I got up to take a leak, 5-something. And she was still awake. I'm like, what are you? So she, went to bed, then she got up, came downstairs and fell asleep on the floor with Bomber.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to leave her here by herself. Although eventually I did. I'm like, I got to go to the store. So I just left her a note hey, I went to the store.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
But I the free PlayStation game this month. One of them's Days Gone.
Yeah.
So I threw on my headset and started playing that. That game is pretty dope.
Yeah, I remember that's one of those games that it was weird because it got a good amount of press ahead of time, but I feel like it really flew under the radar to some extent. I don't know what kind of sales and stuff it had, but it seemed like it came out and then it was just not talked about on or hyped much after that. And I was like, wow, is it bad? And I know Jared played it. And
I don't think it's bad, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, no. I think it was pretty well received, but it was a weird one of those, and maybe it came out near other stuff and it just kind of got swallowed up by other hype machines or something,
It's a cool game. Obviously it's free. If you have a PlayStation, download it.
Right. Well, if you have
Why wouldn't you?
PlayStation Plus, yeah.
Or PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, the ratings. The ratings online showed it 4.6. 71% of Metacritic. That's not great, but it's not terrible. 4.3 through GameStop. Yeah, so it looks like it. It did all right as far as that goes. So
no, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
All right. Yeah, I obviously added it to my library, but I have not downloaded it because data. Saying I hate every week that I'm like blah blah data. Need a sugar daddy to pay for my data. That's what I need.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah, or a sugar mama, whichever. Well, while we're talking about PlayStation stuff, I want to remind you as well as everybody else that the PlayStation at Home thing, where those games are totally free, you don't have to have PlayStation Plus to download, but Horizon Dawn is officially available now.
Oh, really?
And that game is pretty dope, and it's free.
Free's good. Here,
actually, I have a list right here. So, and I don't know if you played any of the other games or not, but from what I read, today's the 19th of April. From what this article says, it looks like some of these games are not going to be available for much longer. So, if you if you hear this, you might want to jump on top of it.
Right.
Abzu, Enter the Gungeon, Res Infinite, Subnautica, and The Witness are the free PS4 games. And The Witness I can't recommend enough. It's the most frustrating yet fun puzzle thing I've ever done. And I still haven't got anywhere. I'm still way toward the beginning. I was thinking about it when I read about this. I was like, I need to pick that up again.
Goddamn, I got to play that game.
I can only play it for so long because you get so damn frustrated because there's absolutely no anything telling you what to do. Now, granted, online there's plenty you can find. But I highly recommend just playing the game. And the only tip that I'll give you is to pay attention to your surroundings.
Right.
Right? You've played it, right?
Yeah, I've played it.
Yeah.
I'm not terribly far into it, but I definitely.
But anyway, I highly recommend it. At least add it to your library out there. The other games I can't speak on. I haven't played any of the others, but I've, of course, added them all to my library.
Well, yeah, you gotta.
If you have the PlayStation VR, there's also Astrobot Rescue, Moss, Thumper, and Paper Beast. And then, like I said, starting today, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is available. It's not even just like, here's the base game. It's the Complete Edition.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
which
hop
I
on
bought. I bought for like $14.99 months ago.
I mean, isn't that the dinosaur game?
Yeah,
right?
It's pretty.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
pretty good though. So
Yeah, I'll have to
I
download
highly
it.
recommend getting that one, especially at the at free, unless you have data caps like me. You really have very little to risk at
The
it.
low cost of free.
Yep, and like I said, all the games that we just talked about here are all like you don't even have to have the PS Plus. Look for on the dashboard or in the store. It just says PlayStation at Home.
Nice.
So yeah, I wanted to make sure. Like I said, it was more to mention it to you than it was anything. But
Well, I appreciate that because I am definitely interested.
yeah, good. Just looking out. Like I told my nephew, and he's like, "Man, I haven't fired up my PS4." And I'm like, "You should just fire it up and add all the games to your library. Then they're yours.
Yeah, just what are you doing?
You can just do it when Then you can just get them whatever. But at least throw them in your library." So like I was looking at my library on my PS4, and it's like I have like 150 games I think on there now. Because I've had PS Plus for so long, and I put almost every game that that they put in there, I throw it in there, and keep hoping one of these days that I'll, have a better data situation to where I could just straight up play more of these games, but
Right.
or
I mean, I get it.
go spend a week at Tony's house when he's on vacation or something. So
I mean, I don't have to be on vacation. I'm just saying.
but then I don't have to deal with you. No.
I see how it is.
I just want you in it. I just come over and you're talking to me and I'm just like, eh.
Like, I'm just here for the net, bro.
Yeah, I just walk in, disconnect whatever's going on, and plug in my PlayStation.
There we go. I just found it. I said, because thanks to the power of the internet, I can just do this while we're talking, go through my browser.
Oh, yeah, right.
And add it to my library.
Honestly, I do that a lot of times because for some reason, if you go through the PlayStation 4 store, like on the system, a lot of times the only option it'll show me is download.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't want to download. I don't know.
But that's not what I want to do.
So if I go through the app on my phone, I can add it to my library. I don't know. They've always been weird about their stuff. It's one major complaint I've had about them was,
Right.
like when they had a wish list, you could only use the wish list through the browser.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's
You
pretty
couldn't do it
annoying.
on the system. You couldn't do it through the app. It had to be on the browser. I was like, well, okay. And then they got rid of it, which freaking pissed me off because I don't remember what games I had on there. I had like 40 games on there.
Right.
And a lot of them were indie games, like small ones that were, like $5, $10, somewhere in that range. And I'm not going to go through and look for them again. So,
I mean, I don't blame you.
what sucks though is that could be sales that they've lost.
Oh, for sure.
Like for me, because I don't remember what I had in there. So, oh well. What it taught
fuck
me
you
is
guys.
if I want to have a wish list now is to just open a Google Doc and just put games in there. That way I'll always have it.
Right.
Until tomorrow when Google's like, oh, we're getting rid of the Docs program.
God damn it.
No! Or worse yet, they're like, we've already gotten rid of it. No!
Exactly. Once again, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
All right.
Huh?
Yep. Damn it. I cannot find...
Huh.
As we're talking, I keep trying to find the damn movie that had that Brian Dennehy
Oh, really?
pile of crap. Yeah.
You can't help it, can you?
No, I can't. Oh man. Well, this is promising though. What's going on here?
Oh, yeah? What do you got? What do you got going on, bro?
I was just looking at the cast of whatever movie this is. Our Fathers, it's called.
Oh, no, it sounds terrible.
It's like Ted Danson, Christopher Plummer, Brian Dennehy, Daniel Baldwin, Ellen Burstyn. It's got some big names in there. Not really, but
I mean,
God,
maybe.
darn it. Oh, there it is. Dude, I'm so stupid. It was FX2. That's what it was.
Oh shit! Of course.
Yeah, duh. Because that's the whole point of the dude who's working with him is he's an special effects artist. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
all right. So there you go. That looked like I don't remember seeing that movie though. I definitely saw FX, but I don't remember seeing FX too. And it looked from the last 5 minutes. If the whole movie's like that, holy crap! You could probably smell it 10 miles away.
I mean, probably. I mean, I remember as a kid loving FX.
Oh yeah, me too. I remember us watching FX as children, and like on I don't know HBO or something probably.
I mean, I don't remember why I enjoyed it so much.
No
but
clue.
I definitely enjoyed it
because at the time it probably had state of the art effect.
I mean, probably. I don't know.
And
I have no idea.
Yeah, until now, and we're like, ooh boy.
Yeah, boy.
It was pretty awful.
So I just do remember watching that and being like, man, this movie's the fucking shit. I think it's because it was like, you know, like, oh god, and he would like grab like a can of soda and like 2 cigarettes, and somehow he makes like a flare gun or something crazy.
Yeah. Well, like in this
like
one,
MacGyver almost.
In this one, they had like somebody was dropping bombs outside of this, or explosives outside of this place, you know, and then all of a sudden this guy comes crashing in through the, like, you know, the, what do they call, French doors or whatever, where it's the 2 doors and they open like out into the yard. I don't know what they're called, but whatever. He comes crashing through and he's all on fire and he's doing the old movie, like,
just
flailing around
wildly.
And he falls on the floor, and, you know, Brian Denny, he had just gotten shot, but, you know, the gun had blanks in it. So he had like one of those, he had packs under his shirt, you know, where he hits the button and they explode.
Oh, what do you call them? Squibs.
Yeah. So he had those, and, you know, he stands back up, and the woman who shot him's like, oh my God, you know, and then he turns to the guy laying on the ground that had burned to death, you know, and he's like, I thought you were just doing mild, like, fire effects. And the guy peels off his face, which was all like gooey and melted. You know, he just peels off the fake mask, and he's like, that was minor, you know, and oh God, what a wreck.
You secretly loved it.
No, I didn't.
No, you did.
All right.
Stop denying it.
All right, fine. Maybe I did a little bit. That would be an awesome podcast, right? We just do a 10-minute podcast where we only watch like the last 5 minutes of movies.
That's not a bad idea.
And then we just fill in the blank a little bit. Or
the 10 on 5.
Yeah. Because like that movie, seriously, I only watched about 5 minutes of it, maybe 10, and that's it. And yeah, wow, it was.
I mean, if I'm being real, I'm not mad at this idea.
Yeah, I'm not either. I actually kind of like it. Especially, they have to be movies we haven't seen or haven't seen in a long time.
Oh yeah,
Because it can't be like Lord of the Rings, you know.
Right.
To where we're like, okay, well, we've seen this, and
yeah, exactly. Like,
there's no surprise here. Yeah. Speaking of movies, though, we both watched the Shang-Chi, and was it Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? I believe it is. Teaser. What'd you think?
I mean, I'm honestly not 100% familiar with Shang-Chi.
Not at all. I couldn't tell you anything about that character.
But I mean, I like karate movies,
right? So. And it looks like it's going to have tons of action in it, you know, and some fancy special effects and whatnot. So,
right,
it's one of those that, like, there's no way I would go see this in a theater, I think. But the second, as soon as it hit like Disney Plus, I'd probably be all over it.
Yeah, unless Disney Plus is like, yo, we're getting it early. It's just going to cost you $29.95.
Well, yeah.
I'll be like, fuck you,
yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. It looked cool, though. I mean, I did dig the, you know, all the kicks and stuff. It very much had the old, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, flying through the air, running up shit, kind of kung fu type fighting movie. So I'm down for that. I'm never mad at that.
Shang-Chi, also known as the Master of Kung Fu and Brother Hand. I like that name.
Brother Hand, just, I don't know, man. That sounds like a dude that got that nickname because, you know, he just beats off all the time.
I mean, maybe.
More like Brother Handy. Yeah.
Heyo.
Would you have a wiki up on that?
I just Googled it real quick. It was the first thing that popped up.
I couldn't even tell you what his power is, or what his gimmick is, other than being a master of kung fu, obviously.
Well, obviously,
which is pretty good. I mean, I'm not. That's enough for all. Is he a master of a boot knife though? I doubt. I doubt he is.
No, he's not. He's not called Brother Boot Knife.
Oh, that's my new name. That's my G.I. Joe name.
Oh yeah.
No. I'm Boot Knife. That's my name. My G.I. Joe nickname is Boot Knife.
Oh, I thought it was Brother Boot Knife.
Well, that'd be even better, but all right, fine. Brother Boot Knife. I feel like if I call myself Brother Boot Knife, though, I feel like I should either be part of some religious thing or I should be a different, have a little more pigment in my skin.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Boot Knife actually sounds like a G.I. Joe name.
Oh, boy. I got the powers and abilities lined up. Do you really want me to read all this shit?
You don't have to. Can you give me a, Cliff's Notes of it?
Says many of his physical abilities seem to stem from his mastery of chi. Okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
His demonstrated ability to dodge bullets from machine guns and sniper rifles, deflect gunshots of his bracers. Very Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully he has a tiara. That'd be great.
That would be great. He's an expert in hand weapons, sword, staves, kali sticks, nunchucks, shuriken.
Mm-hmm. Know what I didn't hear in there? Boot knife.
Boot knife.
Mm-hmm.
True. Apparently he has prominent students and sparring partners. I've included Captain America, Spider-Man, and Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
He sensed Jean Grey when she was masking herself through her chi.
Oh, damn.
Of course, Tony Stark gave him some stupid tech that gave him some bracelets that was focus the chi to increase his strength and repulsor-powered nunchucks.
Okay, that dude, that's like putting lasers on a sword. Cool, but unnecessary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It does say in the Secret Wars storyline from Battle World, I'm assuming that's what the movie's based off, is Shang-Chi is able to use the 9 of the 10 techniques of the 10 Ring School, which are based on the powers of the Mandarin's 10 rings from the mainstream community.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay. I thought he was tied to the Mandarin somehow, but I just don't remember. Yeah. I like I said, I just remember him being in books off and on and it was like, okay, this dude does kung fu. That was kind of, because he was always like a background dude. He was, I never read any books where he was like one of the main or focused characters,
Yeah, no, same. It's like, all right. So when you're like, dude, the Shang-Chi trailer, I'm like, who? Can I get a Shang-Chi with an egg roll and some crab rangoon?
No.
Please, because that sounds fucking delicious.
It's one of those, you still kind of wonder, right? Like, which Marvel movie is going to be the first stinker?
Yeah.
Sooner or later, they got to miss on one,
Dude, did I tell you that I watched Blade again?
Yes.
Okay, I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Right.
And honestly, my money's on a lot of people not liking the Eternals because nobody knows anything about the Eternals.
Yeah. I don't even know what the Eternals are.
I'll tell you what, the toy line, like the Marvel Legends toy line for them, some of the most generic looking figures ever. And I'm like, how do you expect to sell these? Like, I can't see anybody being that big of a fan of this. Like, I just figure these are going to sit on shelves.
Probably.
So, unless they've got a really cool Build-A-Figure or something, nah.
They won't, just because.
Probably not, yeah.
Oh, my God. Angelina Jolie's in the movie?
Is she? I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah, she's going to be Thena.
All right.
A fierce warrior Eternal.
Oh.
Richard Madden as Icarus. This is where Kumanji.
Okay, so this is where Eternals is going to kick off from then.
Yeah, this is where Kumail got ripped for. I didn't realize he was a main character.
The real point of this movie is to set us up for Eternals.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, shit, Salma Hayek's in it?
Wow.
All right, I'm watching this movie now.
Yeah. I'm not watching that with you. I'm not going to listen to that the whole time.
Every time she's on screen.
Yeah. From Dusk Till Dawn was bad enough, Tony. No.
I mean, let's be honest, she's pretty hot.
Yeah. I'm not
even
gonna
at the
argue.
ripe old age of like 83 or whatever she is.
She's like 50. She's only a few years older than us.
Really?
Yeah. I think she's only.
Can't be. She's got to be like 62. Oh, like 54. Whatever.
Okay, I wasn't that far off. Yeah.
That's not that far off.
Right.
What disease does Salma Hayek have? Top people also ask.
What? Wow. All right.
Oh, okay. Dyslexia.
Oh, okay.
I was expecting something horrific.
That can't make her job easy.
They can't make her job easy,
Yeah.
but I mean,
All right. That's not what. When someone says disease, you never think that way, though. You always think more like something more physical. Well, that's physical. You know what I'm saying, though. Like, I don't know, some flesh-eating bacteria or something.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
I was expecting something else.
Or she turns into a monster and eats men. You know,
Yeah,
whatever.
Right. I mean, I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
All right, fair enough.
All right. Yeah.
Good
So
googly moogly.
I'm curious. I could see a lot of people seeing the trailer for this and going, well, it looks like a cool kung fu movie, so I'll go see it, if nothing else.
I'm always down for a cool
Right?
kung fu movie.
Yeah.
I'll watch old ones on Netflix all the time.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, even if it's just that, I ain't mad at it. It was,
No.
like watching some of the fight scenes in like Daredevil and Iron Fist. Not the ones with Iron Fist as much, but you know,
for sure. Right.
yeah. But just watching those, there's some really cool stuff done. And boy, the thing is though, those shows kind of elevated, especially Daredevil, like with the hallway fights and stuff.
But that hallway fight scene was totally ripped off.
Oh, it
from,
was. Yeah.
Shit. What's that Korean movie?
Sesame Street,
Yes.
Muppets Take
when
Manhattan.
Grover fucks up everybody on Sesame Street. Yeah.
Dude, that would be an awesome thing to do. Redo the whole thing with Grover. I can't think of the
remember
movie.
the name of that movie.
Yeah. I know. I don't know.
They remade it too.
Yeah, they
It
did.
was not good.
I don't think I saw it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, but you're right. They did rip that, but it was still the idea that's I think people are going to expect that level of fight scene. So I'm curious to see how or what they do that's going to be, maybe fun and different in this one.
Right. Old Boy.
Old Boy, there you go. That's it.
Great movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen the remake.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Just watch the original Korean one.
So you're fine with me watching Alan Quartermain,
Absolutely.
but you draw the line at watching the new version of Old Boy.
Because Old Boy was so good,
yeah.
and then because I watched a remake and
Yeah.
it was not good.
So when I tell you that Indiana Jones was better,
Well, sometimes, Brian, I want to experience the pain for myself.
that's fair. They do have in the Alan Quartermain movies. There's actually one that has, I believe. Let me see if
Old
this
Boy
comes-
in it?
Yes. No.
Daredevil?
No.
What's happening? What's happening?
No. I was looking for other, the other movies in the storyline. Dang it! Where'd it go?
Alan Quartermain and
The Temple of Skulls.
the pants that didn't fit.
No, the Temple of Skulls. It just feels like,
Temple of Doom.
yeah, it's like, yeah, you're totally not. Oh, and like Alan Quartermain's been recruited to lead an expedition in search of a fabled treasure deep within Africa. He must avoid hidden dangers. It's rated 2.5 out of 10.
Must be
Oof.
amazing.
Oof. Wow, I didn't realize this. A bunch of different people have played Alan Quartermain, apparently.
I'm next.
Yeah, all right. Good luck with that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll be all over it. Yeah.
Looks like there's 3. Yeah, one's in 2001. And one is 2008. And then the one I watched was 1985. There's a little bit of a gap between them.
Wee bit.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
Oh, I like this. This is spoofs Indiana Jones. No, it did not spoof it. It was trying hard to be it, and it falls way short. Because
It's just unfortunate.
it doesn't have as much comedy as Indiana Jones does. The adventure or the action part of it is not anywhere near as good.
Right.
You know, like, no.
Like, nah, hard pass, bro.
Mm-mm. Nice try. Well, it wasn't even a nice try. No. I'm not even going to give you that. Right. So you got any more, anything else from the week?
Not really.
All
I'll be
right.
honest.
I have a couple. Well, I was telling you
I
beforehand.
got some random news shit.
I mean, we've been tearing it up on the merch scene, though.
We have been tearing. I heard.
Man.
I heard someone finally bought some of them Salty Language gold teeth we put out.
Yeah, maybe those weren't our best idea, but
No. It was a huge investment.
listen, you can always melt them down. They're gold.
I know, right?
Ish. Yeah, you know.
They're not quite gold.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call them fool's gold, but I wouldn't call them smart man's gold either. You know?
For sure.
Can you imagine that? Like, it's like a grill. When you take it off, it just stains your teeth.
Exactly.
Your teeth are all like that, like when shitty jewelry stains your neck or fingers or whatever. That's just all over your teeth.
They have like freaking that you got like good patina on your teeth.
Yeah.
But you'd never want to hear anyone say like, "Hey, your teeth have a good patina."
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I do brush every day, I swear.
Oh, fuck. It reminds me of Married with Children on one of the episodes. Like one of Al's relatives die and they like loot his house. And then afterwards, like his widow comes over and with her lawyer and gets all the shit back. And then Jefferson, I believe, looks at Al and he's like, well, at least you still have all those gold teeth, you know? And Al's like, you know, and Peggy's like, no. She's like, that's called Bundy gold. She's like, that's just the color of the teeth.
Exactly.
Like, oh, like that's no good. Oh man,
Bundy gold.
So yeah, anyway, but if you'd like to find, you know, Salty Language merch, there's a link in the show notes to do so. I can probably find it real quick here. Maybe not.
Yeah, rumor has it people are eating this shit up.
Can't get enough of it, my friend.
Can't get enough.
From what I've heard.
Salty Language, the shirt.
Yeah.
Salty Language, the coffee mug.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully,
Salty Language, the flamethrower.
Let's hope. Kids love these. Yeah. Dang it, where's the link for that at? There it is. Okay, never mind. It's a big, complicated link. I can't really shrink the link down to where it's like a keyword kind of a thing. But
that's just silly.
I know. Well, you have the link on the. Do you have the link on the website?
No, because I forgot all about it. I need to do that tomorrow.
All right. But if not, it's in the show notes. Last I checked, stuff's on sale too. Like t-shirts are like $13, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff you can apply the logo to if you'd like to, like masks and coffee mugs and dildos. Dude, I wish. I'd love for someone to be able to slap somebody with a Salty Language dick.
Exactly. You ever want to get fucked by Salty Language, but not in the ear hole?
Of course. There's plenty of other holes to fill.
Yeah, exactly. You can go to our YouTube, Salty Language Pod, and get your eye holes fucked.
Right. Oddly enough, we only sell the dildos in 4-packs.
It's true. Yeah.
You know. One, because we assume you'll burn them out quickly. You know, you'll just wear them down.
We put some in a 3-pack called the Airtight Pack. I guess unless you're a dude, then that's...
Well, you can find another hole.
You got an extra floating around.
You can find another hole to cram one in.
I mean, yeesh.
Up your nose. Maybe if you're missing an eye.
Yeah, hell of a rubber hose.
Right in an old eye socket. You know, whatever. Yeah. Whatever.
For sure.
Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. So go enjoy those. Help Brian get more data. That's what I feel like. Like if we had our own like actual merch store, like that we were 100% running, is we would totally do those sales like we did when we had our shop. Like help us
to keep the lights on sale.
Yeah, keep the lights on sale. Help us get heat sale.
I mean, if we could put a shirt on our little website that says something like, you know, I tried helping Brian get more data, and all I got was this lousy shirt. Seems like it'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah. Not wordy at all either.
No,
not
wordy
at all. Got to use a nice big block font for that so it takes up the whole shirt. Front and back.
Shirt.
Front and back.
Well, I got it. The back says that.
Yeah.
The front is just like the Straight Outta Compton, but just says Straight Outta Data.
That's so true, too.
And then, like, you're smiling, like a frowny face in the corner or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, man. Good shit, though. All right. Well, I got some random stuffs here, too. So.
Oh, all right.
What you got?
Well, I got this one that I thought was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, if you had a spare $5,000.
Yeah.
Would you spend an evening with the Stanley Cup?
What are the limits here?
It doesn't
I mean,
say.
can I get tender with it?
Maybe.
All right.
It's apparently some sort of Airbnb situation.
Okay.
In Tampa. You can spend $5,000 and have an evening, including sleeping with.
Oh my.
The Stanley Cup. And the list of benefits are you spend the evening with the most famous trophy in sports, pop champagne during your very own private happy hour.
Nice.
Enjoy a 5-course Champions Feast. Get your own personalized player stall in the Lightning locker room.
Okay.
Enjoy private skate time on the Lightning's home ice. Get a behind-the-scenes tour of the arena they play in.
Mm-hmm.
Set off the Tesla coil, sound the goal siren, and take a Zamboni ride.
Oh, wow. I mean, this sounds like a fun night. I'm not going to lie. Here's
Catch
a question.
Movie on the humongous Lightning Vision screen.
Oh, nice.
And then get some FaceTime with Thunderbug. I don't know what a Thunderbug is, but it seems terrifying.
So who gets to pick the movie?
Probably Thunderbug.
Damn it.
It's definitely going to be Duke's Anal 5.
It would be really funny to sit there and watch a porn.
Just watch porn.
Yeah.
Just the worst porn ever.
Yeah. So if you can skate and you get to skate some skate time, everyone's got to at least ask, can I skate around with the Stanley Cup, right?
Oh, for sure.
I can't imagine that they let you actually, probably, do much with it. Also, I don't know if it's, the real cup or if it's not like the one they're going to award this year, but it's probably the one that the team gets when they won.
I mean, it says what it is it's called the Room and Boards.
I see what they did there
on Airbnb.
All right.
And they converted a suite to a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bed area that you and up to 5 friends can hang out in for the night.
Nice.
The only thing you can't do is touch the thermostat.
What?
I mean, I guess if you had 6 people to divvy up $5,000 and you had that kind of money to spend an evening in a stadium that you just had to run of,
it'd be that would be a cool experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. That really would be, especially because, like you said, you're going to get to pop bottles, do your own celebration thing, so you can get pictures of all that, and of course you're going to be wearing probably their mascot. Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
You're going to be wearing your jersey, maybe you put the Stanley Cup hat on that you bought from NHL.com,
Right.
And, so it's, pretend like you're part of the team when they won the championship or whatever.
Well, Thunderbug is terrifying.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
All right. Like I said, how cool would it be if they would let you skate around holding the Stanley Cup over your head, though?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. Even though
would it be great for them?
No.
Because I can't skate. I'd hit the ice.
Oh,
and
it'd be terrible.
Me and the cup are on the ice immediately.
Yeah, it would be so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said I can't imagine that they let you do that, but it would be so cool to do it. Unless maybe they would do it with assistance.
Right.
To where a couple people that are good skaters skate around with whoever is out there. Because I'm with you, I can't skate worth a damn, so you certainly wouldn't turn me loose with it.
I mean, I would love the fact that maybe Thunderbug has a serious coke problem.
Mm-hmm.
And he just he parties harder than anybody else.
What they don't tell you is one of the guests has to be Thunderbug because they just need a place for him to stay that night. Yeah, it's like it's their version of Spuds McKenzie.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all he does. He just parties all the time. Or Slurms McKenzie would be even better. Because
he wants to die.
Yeah, when he's not allowed to not party. Like, please, I haven't seen my wife and kids in 6 months. Please give me the night off. Mm-mm.
Like, nope.
This says
Sorry,
I got you
bud.
for the night.
Come on, do another hit. Do
Yeah.
another bump, Thunderbug.
Shot. Like, oh, no, please. Yeah. Oh, man. That would be a cool experience, though. I'm not going to lie. I mean, obviously, I'd much rather do it up in Detroit, but
Well, yeah.
not so much
Not
the
those-
city as much as the arena, even though it's not the Joe. But it would still be cool to have all the rest of those experiences as, a Red Wings fan there.
Right.
But even still, even if you told me I had to go to wherever the Stanley Cup final was going to be this year, to do it, I'd be like, okay, that would be really cool, I think. Although I still am from that school of, you don't touch it unless you earn it kind of thing.
I mean, if you're throwing down 5 Gs,
You've
you
earned
earn
it,
that
right?
shit.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
Just saying.
Yeah, because I always hate that. Like when I see, because like our local sports team or hockey team usually has like photo ops with the Stanley Cup occasionally or whatever, and I'm always just like, everyone's just all over the thing, and I'm like, nah, like, like you savages, get your hands off that. But whatever.
I mean, I'm just saying if once like 3 a.m. rolls around.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderbug's finally passed out from all the heroin he shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely climbing in bed and getting nude of Lord Stanley's stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Throwing my leg over it.
Yep, that's right. It's going to be like that Rolling Stone with like John and Yoko.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sorry. You might have to take one for the team on that one, Tony. And, like one of us, we're going to have to take our turns here. Like we'll wash the cup off in between. But
power wash that bitch off.
Yeah, because we both got to have a photo like that,
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, or maybe I'll pull the Shawn Michaels. I'll just lay on my side, be completely nude, but have it in front of my groin, like he did that championship belt picture.
Oh, no, we're gonna Eiffel Tower Lord Stanley.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh God, we'd be so blackballed after that.
Hey, at least it won't be blue ball.
Hey, oh. It does make you wonder if there's got to be like a representative of the whatever that's there the whole time.
Sir, you cannot jerk off into Lord Stanley's cup.
Fuck you! I paid $5,000.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
I'll jerk off wherever I want.
Okay, sir, you can, but all of your friends can't. Just circle jerking around it. Oh, that'd be terrible. He shoots, he scores.
Hey.
Yikes.
Someone sets off the goal thing.
Jeez. Yeah, they have it on their phone. It would be you. You'd be the one that would have it.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Absolutely.
I'd just be shaking my head at you. But, also laughing. Cause,
it's all right.
Good times, though. Yeah, if someone would like to pay for that for Tony and I to go experience that, hell, we'll go with you.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you got to, provide
You,
transfer.
3 friends, and us.
Yeah. And Thunderbug.
And, well, fuck Thunderbug.
Dude, whatever. Like, you wouldn't invite Thunderbug to come drinking with us.
Thunderbug's like shotgun and like White Claws and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. Probably them new White Claws with the extra alcohol in them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because, they didn't fuck you up fast enough before. So.
I mean, there's no laws when you're drinking claws. Except, like, Dewey's and stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure there's still laws. Yeah.
No, that's not what I've read.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Listen, all I know is we have to hang out with Thunderbug long enough for me to boot knife him once.
Yeah, absolutely.
That only seems...
Thunderbug's not leaving that street alive.
No chance of it.
No. It's not happening.
No, they come in the next day, and it's just whoever the guy is in the suit, just in his boxers on the floor, and the whole costume's gone.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's pictures of you, me, and the Thunderbug costume doing all sorts of vile things.
Just posting on Thunderbug's Instagram.
Right? Yeah, we somehow got that information as well, yeah.
They just took his phone.
Mm-hmm. Poor Thunderbug. He gets no respect.
Dude, he's Thunderbug. Why would he?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Man.
I mean, I don't know what the Tampa Bay Lightning mascot could be besides a lightning bug, I guess.
Yeah.
But the fact he's called Thunderbug,
yeah,
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Although, in fairness, most of the time I hate the mascot names anyway. So
Yeah, the only mascot I'm a fan of is that fucking creepy ass Flyers thing, whatever that thing is.
Oh,
looks like he's gonna murder everybody.
Oh shit! I can't think of what his name is.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do. Yeah, he's great.
He's terrifying.
Right.
Yeah. If anyone has a boot knife, it's him.
Gritty.
Is too.
Gritty, that's his name.
Yeah, Gritty. Gritty will fuck your world up.
Yeah, Gritty's the dude that it's like he's seen some shit.
Yeah.
Like he's not going out drinking with you. He's more the he like stands outside and drinks like 40s instead of going in because they're cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. He brings his own beer.
Yeah,
He's outside.
Right.
Fucking Gritty.
Yeah. Yep.
Only in Philadelphia would you have some sort of Sesame Street serial killer as a mascot.
I like it. I think it's appropriate.
It's very Philly appropriate.
Yeah. I feel like all the other teams have missed the mark. I feel like they actually hit. What's the Red Wings mascot? Do you know?
I have no idea.
All right.
It's going to be disappointing. I can feel
I'm looking
already.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
Because how could you not, right? Oh, that's right. It's Al the Octopus. Duh.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah. All right.
And apparently they don't have anybody dress up as that, which is fine.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, when you're standing next to it and you start feeling a tentacle kind of up under your sweater,
Yeah, up on your nethers.
Yeah. Like, whoa, hey, whoa, that's my fight strap.
I mean, I don't know about Al the Octopus. He's got that grin on him.
Yeah.
It's kind of terrifying.
He looks pretty happy for something representing something people just, wing like dead versions of out onto the ice.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like, you think he'd be a little sadder about that. Like, please
Ice
stop
is
throwing
cool.
my family on the ice.
That's why he looks so angry.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. He's the, like, Joker kind of character.
Amen.
Like, he smiles and laughs all the time, but it's, he's in excruciating internal pain.
Exactly. It's like when Krusty sang Send in the Clowns.
Yes.
Yeah. Just saying.
Krusty.
Anywho. I mean, I got a couple other things if you want to hear about them.
Well, I got this one here is,
What you got?
did you see that there's a nonprofit in Maine that has got it to where the Maine legislature is going to consider a proposal to create a new option for sending off the dead, a flaming funeral pyre.
Yes!
So it's time to move to Maine, baby.
Praise Odin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Colorado has it already, too. So,
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? Go down a waterfall? The ocean's much more majestic.
it is, but I feel like Colorado is just the better place to go.
I mean, what are you going to do? Like throw you on top of a bale of weed?
No, they're going to throw you on top of a bunch of Coors Light boxes.
Oh, well, I mean, banquets?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. Think about it, Tony. You can float out on that same water that they make Coors with.
Oh, shit, that Rocky Mountain water?
Yeah. It's like a
Oh,
full circle
man.
for you, you know?
I know. Then I'll be into beer forever.
Exactly. I actually, like, I'm not going to lie.
I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not either. This is still, like, to me, like, because I really don't give a shit once I'm dead, in honesty, you know? But it's like, this is a fucking cool way to go out.
I mean, I would much rather be put on a boat and then lit on fire and pushed out into the ocean
Mm-hmm.
than I would locked in a wooden box inside a concrete box where my body doesn't return to nature.
Right.
To sound like a hippie dude.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
I do, yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I just figured with you, we're just going to wing you into a burn barrel. And
Just throw me into a dumpster.
yeah. My favorite is that wrestler Big E, when they talked about it on the New Days podcast, when he was like, you just throw me in a ditch. And I was like,
Yeah.
I like that. Just find a deep ditch and wing, just toss me right into it. And
Yeah, it's perfect.
yeah, done and done.
Done and done. That's kind of cool. Good job, Maine.
Yeah. Well, they haven't approved it yet. They're considering it.
But I don't want to move that far north. It gets too cold up
That's
there.
why I said, Colorado's got
Okay.
spots that aren't like frigid all the time. So
I mean, this sounds like a pure Florida move. I'm surprised Florida hasn't done this already.
I'll tell you, they should. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, if I'm one of the states on any coast, I'm
we just
allowing
throw
this.
you in the bayou or whatever. Throw you in the Everglades, let the gators rip you up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, what do I care? I'm dead. So
Yeah, for sure, dead.
yeah, as long as I'm all the way dead, I'm fine with it. Just make sure
Yeah.
that I'm not like most of the way or mostly
Yeah,
dead.
mostly dead.
Yeah. Then please don't throw me to the gators. But if I'm all the way dead, yeah, that's fine. I don't care at that
Yeah,
point.
it is what it is then.
Right.
Gator food. Back to
Mhm.
nature.
Yeah, exactly. Circle of life,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, exactly. Become gator shit as God intended.
When we open up our human composting via gators business, that's going to be our slogan.
Oh, absolutely.
Become gator shit as God intended.
Absolutely.
We'll have shirts that say "Circle of Life," and it'll just show like intestines of a gator.
Exactly.
To the anus, of course.
Of course. Well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It won't really be a circle as much. It'll be some weird maze, but whatever.
Whatever. It's okay.
Yeah.
You'll figure your way out of that maze.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So what else you got here?
So were you aware that there's a garden gnome shortage?
No.
Yeah, you remember the Suez Canal blockage?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a major shortage in garden gnomes now because of that.
Oh boy.
I know.
Wow.
Which I honestly don't understand why people would be freaking out about garden gnomes, but it is freaking planting season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, think about it.
I've never had a garden gnome,
Yeah.
but I'm not opposed.
Like, you get your garden looking all nice and everything, and you're like, I need something to either show off my team, frighten away things, or whatever. And you're like, so you just go to your local store and you're like, well, there's no garden gnome here. And like, you just start freaking out because it's not complete without it.
It's true.
What are you going to do?
Apparently, looking at the article, it's like a shortage of garden furniture in general.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
But the gnomes are apparently hard hit.
I've seen so many people on Instagram like, oh, I'm redoing my patio this year. So, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Well, everyone's got that Corona money.
Yeah, and time still,
Yep.
so.
I didn't get either one. What the fuck? So rude.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's all I got there. How about you? I still got one more. I'm just saying. This last one's a
doozy.
doozy.
A doozy, if you will.
Yeah.
All right, well, dang it. Stupid page. I hate, like, instead of reloading, sometimes the pages just go to white to where I then have to reload it. So,
Pretty rude.
Damn it. Let me scroll. Darn it.
No, it will not. It will not.
All right, so this one says, when animal welfare officers received a report of, damn it, it just did it again. Received a report of unusual animal lurking in a tree in the Polish city of Krakow, they were not sure what to expect. People aren't opening their windows because they're afraid it will go into their house, the woman reportedly said. But a visit to the area showed the creature in question was not a bird or even a reptile, but a croissant.
Oh, croissant?
And they said that it was genuine. Apparently there was a big croissant outside, and people thought that it was like an iguana or all this other stuff.
Wow. I mean, that sounds like a great name for a bar. I mean, we have the Polish ostrich in Toledo.
Yeah.
But the Polish iguana? That sounds like
it does sound like a bar name. Yeah, it does.
Right?
Right. Can you imagine how stupid you would feel, though? You keep seeing this thing outside, and you're like, oh, shit, I don't know what that is, but I ain't opening the damn window. Meanwhile, it's just a buttery, flaky croissant, out there. You could have had a delicious breakfast.
Throw some chicken salad on that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You got yourself a good-ass lunch, too.
Right. Or throw some eggs and cheese and sausage on there. You got a croissant-wich.
A croissant-wich.
Oh, God. But seriously, can you imagine how stupid you'd feel for calling the police or something on that?
I mean, it'd be great if the Polish SWAT team showed up and just lit that bitch up.
Yeah, it hits the ground.
I have a feeling they don't do the things in Poland like they do here.
Probably not. Yeah.
Mm.
They put they got the big net underneath it to catch it and everything. They're tranking it.
I mean, how big is this croissant that people thought it was like some sort of creature?
It looked pretty big. So
damn, I could go for a big ass croissant.
I was just looking to see if it says the size, but I don't.
I will make sweet love to a big ass croissant.
Well, that seems fair.
I hope Lord Stanley's Cup doesn't hear this.
Why? You only have it for a night. It's not like you're starting a relationship with it.
I'm going to make it feel like it's will last forever.
A night you will never forget.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. I don't have any sexy music.
Do you think they'd let us fill the Stanley Cup with pudding?
Oh, $200 worth of pudding?
I don't know if we can get $240 worth of pudding in it, but well,
I'm
maybe
definitely putting chorizo dip in it.
Pudding's gone up, but still, chorizo dip for sure.
Like, bro, I need 15 orders of queso fundido. Stat.
Like, sir, we're not going to allow you to put anything inside the Stanley Cup.
Like, I already did.
Yep. Well, then why'd you give it to me? To put my balls in it.
Hey.
How many more state references can we jam into a segment?
I know, right? So, like, Vin Diesel, right?
Yep.
Like, stellar actor,
Groot.
Future Academy Award winner Vin Diesel.
Yeah, he are Groot. Yeah.
Yeah, he are Groot. Do you want to just take a random guess about what the next major venture that he's getting into is?
I don't know.
It's a movie, obviously. It's a movie.
Right.
Based on a product everyone knows.
No idea.
He's going to be starring, Brian, in the Rock'em Sock'em Robot movie.
What?
Yeah.
How is that a movie?
They already made Real Steel. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and that basically was Rock'em Sock'em Robot. So unless they're basically just going to make a rip off of that, basically.
I mean, Vin Diesel's quote is, to take the classic Rock'em Sock'em game with Mattel as my partner and align it with the kind of world-building, franchise-making success we've had with Universal is truly exciting.
Wow. Okay. So he's been in like the Fast and the Furious franchise. Has he really done world-building outside of that? I mean, there's Chronicles of Riddick and...
Chronicles of Riddick, maybe?
And the other one that I can't think of the name of. Pitch Black.
Triple X.
Okay. Yeah, but he wasn't in all of them,
There was a couple of those.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as I know, all these Mattel movies, like Battleship, have all been duds.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling this is going to be a dud.
I just don't see how you... Like, I get wanting to use properties from, like, your childhood to, make movies and stuff, but it's like I said, the only thing I could think of would be, like, somehow he gets shrunk down or whatever, and then, he has to be part of this, or, like you said, they've already done Rock'em Sock'em Robots, basically, as, Pacific Rim.
Well, it says the story follows a father Diesel, and a son who form an unlikely bond with an advanced war machine.
Okay, listen, if I want Vin Diesel in a robot movie, he's already done a great robot movie.
Yeah, he's done the best robot movie ever.
Yeah, he's
Iron
already been in Iron Giant. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't...
Yeah, just stop.
Stop, yeah. Also, the whole... just the father and son thing, I just feel like it's going to be shoehorned. Why not just do like a BattleBots movie instead? That'd be a way better approach, right? Like,
why not just do anything else? Do Fast and Furious 42. I don't care.
He probably will.
Rock'em sock'em robots?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy is right.
All right.
I'd rather see a Titanfall movie because at least that story was amazing.
Fair enough. Why do I feel like we're going to be watching this movie down the road? And
I mean, probably, because I watched Battleship. It was terrible. I watched Rampage, which the guy who wrote Rampage is writing this.
Okay.
It was terrible.
Yeah, Rampage wasn't very good. Battleship was terrible. Yeah. Rampage, at least, I think with Rampage, I could at least see, like, I feel like kids probably still had fun seeing that movie.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's a popcorn movie, much like the game. There wasn't a lot of substance to the game, you know?
No.
But we loved the hell out of it.
That's just, I saw this and I was like, oh, Vin, how the mighty have fallen.
Oh, Vinius. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, Rock'em. Like, what's next? Tom Cruise starring in Mousetrap. Like, what?
I think there was supposed to be a Mousetrap movie.
I'm not surprised.
I feel like there was at one point, I think there was like 4 or 5 like classic board games that were all like being talked about.
Slated to be movies?
Yeah. I feel like
Guess
Mousetrap
who?
was one.
The movie.
Well, that at least you could have some fun with.
Like a mystery movie or something.
Yeah, I think you could there's at least something I think to work there with I mean, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, there's no substance. It is literally about trying to get the head of the other one to just pop up. That's it. That's the whole thing. You just punch
break the ice. Coming to a theater near you.
Dude, and it's going to be some, like, really tense movie, like, what was that, 43 Hours or whatever the hell it was with James Franco.
Yeah, like
you know,
10.5 minutes.
Yeah, where he's, like, out in the middle of the ice. He's on the thinnest part of the ice. No one can get to him because the ice is too thin. The wind's whirling all around him, so they can't get a helicopter overhead, you know.
Oh, a helicopter?
No, you can't get one because the wind's just so bad. You just can't.
So windy.
There's like a Sharknado over his head or something, so you can't.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely no helicopters getting through. That way, you know, and it's just really tense about, you know, they finally get a rope to him and he's got to, you know, basically, like, walk the slowest walk from the middle of the ice back in.
It's like, and the only thing they can't do is break the ice.
Exactly.
December 2021.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like you just wrote a movie, my friend.
I mean, you did most of the work. I just had to catch line.
I'm pretty sure Hollywood should be calling us. We're the new, what's his name? Thomas Lennon and Ben Garant. You know how they...
I was going to say the Wazowski brothers or whatever.
Maybe. Are we writing Matrix movies now?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm in for that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the Matrix, but don't break the ice. I mean, the OG board game movie is Clue.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and it's a good one.
Clue actually has substance to it that you can turn into, well, clearly as it was, turned into a movie, and a movie that I really hope, you know, they just leave alone, but I'm sure is going to get remade at some point.
Well, of course it will.
But the original is fantastic. Especially if you can get the version where it's got all the alternative endings and stuff.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, because then you know it's cool to see how they planned all those.
Good times. Good times.
Exactly. Because I was thinking about like before.
Story-wise, that's all I got.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. All right. Well, I got a couple more here, real quick here. So, did you see the story about the Tesla with nobody driving it that crashed? It killed 2 people and burst into flames.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. I didn't really look into it though.
So, Authorities said they used 32,000 gallons of water to extinguish the flames because the batteries kept reigniting. They had to call Tesla to ask them how to put the fire out.
Then Tesla's like, you don't. You just let it melt into the earth. That's insane.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting to me is they're, obviously looking into this, but someone on Twitter posted, this doesn't make sense. There's safety measures in place with the autopilot seat is weighted to make sure there's a driver. Hands must be on the steering wheel every 10 seconds or it disengages. Autopilot doesn't go over the speed limits. Man, whoever wrote this did not write it real well. I don't think English is their first language.
Right.
I'm not saying that in any, dick move. I'm just being serious.
But just being honest.
Yeah, Elon Musk responded with, your research is as a private individual is better than the Wall Street Journal's. Data logs recovered so far shows autopilot was not enabled, and this car did not purchase FSD, which I don't know what FSD is.
Must be the autopilot or whatever.
And it says, moreover, standard autopilot will require lane lines to turn on, which the street did not have. So it sounds like maybe there's more to the story than it was, but it was freaking everywhere. Because,
so maybe these guys were just like, let me show you how fast my Tesla goes.
Well, allegedly there was nobody in the car.
Oh.
From the way they...
Well, when I heard people died, I thought they were just like playing around with the autopilot or just fucking around with the Tesla.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. My fault. It says there was a person in the passenger seat in the front and a rear passenger seat of the car. So I'm with you in that it's something like that, or somebody had a seat pushed way back, had that gangster lean on in the driver's seat.
Right.
And maybe was stomping the gas, just like you said, look how fast my Tesla goes. And things went tits up on it.
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing that really stuck out to me is you've got the whole auto industry now that is like, hey, we're moving toward electric vehicles here.
Yeah.
So it's like, it sounds like the fire department may need new strategies, tools, knowledge, definitely. Like, hey, we need to know how to put these batteries out because that's a lot of water to waste.
Oh, for sure.
Especially out in like California and stuff where they have, drought shortages on the water and whatnot.
Right.
Also, just to be effective, I mean, God, can you imagine if that's on the middle of the highway and they just can't put the fire out, Or if it got up in a neighborhood or something?
I mean, basic, safety stuff is like, oh, well, if it's electrical fire, you should use this fire extinguisher. If it's this, you should this. I mean, maybe it's all just...
Yeah, just having the right...
use water on it.
Right, just having the right chemicals or something like that to help put it out. But again, it's like, this is clearly something they're going to have to prep for just in case, because this could happen more if, Teslas keep catching on and they keep growing in popularity, So.
They will.
Yeah. As well as other companies, like so many of the other companies now are really making that push. Plus, you have other countries around the world that are like, was it Japan and China and stuff, I think, that are really trying to push all the way to electric vehicles, I mean. So,
I mean, it makes sense to me. If
Yeah.
I could afford an electric vehicle, I probably would.
Yeah. I mean, it's too bad, and the sad part here, of course, is, 2 people died. So, but yeah, that's, I'm curious to see if we get updates on the story. Because you know how it is a lot of times with the news, they're like, here's the news, but then you don't get the follow-up.
Right.
Like with this, I'm very
people
curious.
died in Tesla. Meanwhile,
Yeah, because immediately,
Sockham's coming out, guys.
right? Because immediately people wanted to jump all over the driverless car thing.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because no one just driving by themselves ever gets into a wreck and kills themselves and whoever's in the car with them, or causes a big fire. That never happens. Yeah.
Never happened.
Like, I saw somebody bitching about it on Twitter, and I'm like, because humans are so safe driving, especially when 99% of people are staring at their phones while they're driving. Okay.
Or flawless.
As someone who's paranoid when they're in the car, I notice a lot of shit from other drivers, and things have just gotten worse and worse and worse as far as people paying attention. I don't even drive and I see it, You know?
Brian, that I don't drive as a profession anymore.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to either.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But anyway. So, all right. I think this is the last one I got. Yep. So, this is from IFLscience.com. Stands for I fucking love science.
Fuck yeah.
Headline on it: New Jurassic monkey dactyl is the earliest example of opposed thumbs.
That's two words I never thought I'd hear together.
Monkey dactyl. I know, right?
It sounds like a delicious cocktail.
It sounds like something. I don't know what it is.
We need a round of monkey dactyls.
I'll tell you what, the concept of a pterodactyl and a monkey together is terrifying.
Pretty terrifying.
Yeah. But where is it? What had two thumbs and was wiggling them with abandon back in the Jurassic? According to a new paper published in the journal Current Biology, the monkey dactyl, this new to science flying reptile species, was described by an international team of researchers from China, Brazil, UK, Denmark, and Japan from a specimen recovered in the, I'm not going to pronounce it, formation of someplace in China. The discovery of Kunpengopteris Antipolicatus,
sure,
to use its given specific name, is a pivotal one, representing the earliest known evidence of true opposed thumbs, as well as being the first time this feature has been found in a pterosaur. Which, by the way, pterosaur sounds like a fucking great name for a movie, but not the way it's spelled, because it's PT like pterodactyl, but terrorsaur would be. That'd be awesome. Like, oh shit, it's a pterosaur.
I'm so scared.
Yeah. I'm gonna get naked and go take a shower.
Naturally.
Dead.
Dead.
Because he was hiding behind the curtain.
Hell yeah. Because pterosaurs in the shower get all pissed off.
Right. Yep. Pterosaurs don't like water, oddly enough. I don't know why they hide in the shower, though. It's weird.
It's crazy.
They
don't like water, but they like shampoo.
Yeah. They just like drinking it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Delicious.
That shit's weird.
Can you imagine? You pull back the curtain and he's just chugging the bottle of shampoo.
It's in slow motion like an Herbal Essences commercial.
Right. Then he turns and then you have that like close up of his eye like in Jurassic Park. The pupil dilates, and then you just see rays of blood.
Yes. Aggressive anime style blood spray.
So bad. Yeah. It looks like something out of a Tarantino movie, It
looks like a gore concert.
Yes. Oh my.
Like, huh.
I guess they shouldn't have taken a shower. Yeah, that's the thing. The pterosaur just doesn't like to be interrupted doing the things it likes, and that's what they keep inadvertently doing. Like, he's in the basement doing his laundry. Someone goes down there because they keep hearing noises. He gets pissed because, he's drinking the Downy or whatever out of the bottle, Because, again,
he's out in the garden with those little foam knee pads, like putting new flowers in.
He's got the big floppy sun hat on. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you interrupt him, he fucks you up.
You turn, he just slowly takes the hat off, sets it down.
Takes off his gardening gloves.
Right. Just one at a time, just real slow. And then blood spray.
Yeah. Aggressive blood
just
spray.
Aggressive blood spray. It makes the prom scene from Carrie look tame,
Yeah, for sure. Like enough blood spray to put out a Tesla fire.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, right. You like that?
Oh man. Yeah, there's a whole bunch more on the monkey dactyl and whatnot if you want to get into the real, science of everything. There's even a diagram of like how they found the bones and different stuff and what they think. So
look at the bones.
Yep. Thought it was pretty cool though.
Monkey dactyls.
Monkey dactyls, baby.
I'm telling you, man, it sounds delicious.
I'll tell you what, when you look at the artist concept of it, they don't look anything like what you would think a monkey dactyl looks like.
Really?
I feel like they only got the term monkey because of the opposable thumb. Otherwise, they look mostly like a pterodactyl with a mohawk. Which is pretty badass. It's pretty badass. I'm not going to lie, for sure, if the art that they show here looks like it was off of a Magic card, like from back in our day Magic cards.
Oh, really?
If so, dude, I would love to alter that to put like a jacket on, a leather jacket and different stuff.
Fuck yeah, put him on a motorcycle.
Fuck yeah, Punkadactyl. Hell yeah.
Punkadactyl.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like we need to, we actually need to write pterodactyl or pterosaur. That's what it was. Pterosaur. Yeah.
Pterosaur, son of monkey dactyl.
And I actually feel like instead of a movie, it's just written as skits, like short pieces. Like each time it's a different scenario, but just the end result is just the screen's covered in blood.
Yeah, aggressive blood spray.
Yeah. Like, and there's a close up of its face when you can just see it's pissed.
Well, yeah, because everything pisses it off.
It's similar to like, how you would see Hulk change in the old TV show. It's the same idea.
Right.
They just zooms in real quick. You see the change in the eyes, like his eyes turn red. There you go. That, because it has bloodlust now and,
And then blood everywhere.
Yeah. A bottle of detergent or something is not going to satiate that thirst.
No, exactly.
Only
Not
blood
even,
will
like,
do.
Extra soft downy.
Nope. Only blood will do at that point. It only drinks two things, chemicals and blood.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why it has such a lust for chemicals, but it does. You can't leave anything out near it, Cleaners, antifreeze, it doesn't matter. It'll chug it.
Like Tide Pods.
Yeah, it just eats them.
Doing it way before the kids thought it was cool.
Right. Eats them like they're chiclets.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, all right. So there you go. That's all the news stories I got. So let's go to Q of the W.
Oh, well, look at that. Last week we asked you guys, you have been chosen as a new god. What's the one requirement you choose for getting into heaven? Jeff from Hobie says, don't be a dick, and I determine what that entails. Not mad at it.
If only there was a way he could send like a list with somebody to the people, so they would know what to do. Preferably an old man.
Devise salad dressing.
Yeah.
And it's a boot knife.
Yes.
Valerie, she says, must consistently put the cart in the cart stall.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Our buddy Jason Morrow, he says everybody gets in, but the list of things that gets you kicked out is long.
Oh man, that would suck, right? Like like free admission, but everything costs money after that.
Yeah, right. So heaven's all a la carte.
Yeah. Oh, dang it.
And then Big Dev, he says, if show up without a micro kimono, a bottle of whiskey, and a good cigar, right to hell.
I can get behind that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. The worst part is you think that's all for you, and whoever's at the gate, like, just, he leaves you with the micro kimono unless it's nicer than his. Then he swaps out, but he takes your stick and the booze.
Yes.
And you're just like, oh, come on, man.
Like, shit.
He just leaves you flapping in the breeze,
Flapping in the breeze.
Yep.
And that's really what I got.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about yourself?
Did I get any answers this week? I didn't even look. I'm in the wrong thing in my emails. I am so not prepared.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Brian,
now I'm clicking the wrong buttons. Oh, I'm just panicking now.
How dare.
I don't have any answers this week.
Oh man, I'm so sad.
You know what that means, right?
We gotta give everybody shit?
Yeah.
All right.
Very much.
Besides that, though.
Yeah. Well, I guess we move on to this week then.
Yeah, fair enough. What do we got?
All right, 1 through 13, sir.
Let's do 4.
What? 4?
4.
All right. You'll have to answer. Like, I'm not sure if we've done this one. It feels like one we might have done. If you were a serial killer, what would your signature thing be that you left at every crime scene?
I don't know if we did that one or not.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Fair enough. I asked in the word game that I play in the group there, I asked someone that question because we were doing a thing where everyone got to ask like one question to get to know people better. So I asked this one.
My signature thing, Brian, would be a well-cleaned rib bone.
Like from a rack of ribs or from a human?
From a rack of ribs.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm always going to be munching on ribs and stabbing people with them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I'm clearly not leaving my boot knife behind because I need
Well,
it.
hell no. That was your daddy's boot knife.
Right. My grandpappy carved that boot knife.
Exactly.
It's just a piece of wood. It's just honestly a big splinter, you know.
That's fair.
A pterosaur for sure. That's what I would leave behind. The pterosaur killer.
The pterosaur killer.
Cops show up, pterosaur kills everyone. It's even worse. Like, what I'm doing's terrible, but they're only looking for the pterosaur. Because it's killing way more people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No, in my group, my answer was a knife with someone else's fingerprints on it. Which will be great considering I shoot everyone. No,
I mean, yeah, right?
I don't know, though, otherwise. You know, because I really feel like I'd be the type to not want to leave a calling card. Because, you know, like, there's different types of these kind of killers, you know?
Right.
Some are all about that attention and some are not. So I feel like I'm more the type that, I don't know. I mean, unless I came up with some like Zodiac killer kind of puzzle type stuff, I probably wouldn't really want to leave anything if possible.
No evidence left behind.
Yeah. Like, let's see how good you are at your job.
See, I'm going to be known as a rib bone killer.
Yeah.
I'm going to love every second of it.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
That's fair. You're going to have a lot of ribs though.
I mean, dude, I love ribs.
I know. I'm just saying. That's all. And I know they're going to be clean. You ain't leaving no meat on them.
Oh, hell no.
I'm just laughing at the absurdity of like every time they find a victim, there's this like barbecue sauce on them.
Exactly.
Because you don't wash your hands, like you eat your ribs and you kill them, or I don't know, or do you celebrate by eating ribs? I don't know which order you do it in, but
probably eating ribs while I'm killing them.
Okay, that's fair. So
like,
okay,
these ribs are so good, I gotta murder you.
That's some good ribs.
Oh, some good ass ribs.
Yeah, like what's your motive? Be like, I didn't really have any. These ribs just so good.
Like, these ribs, they're delicious.
Like, here, have you tried them? They try them, they just start strangling people. You see, like I don't know what it is.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right. But if I had to leave something behind, I think I'll just go with my other answer. You know, because how fun would it be, right? Like every time somebody visits your house, you pull the move. We talked about this in the group too, because I love this. I have done this to people where you just like hand them a knife and say, hold on to this for me. And
right.
The cool move would be to like have a towel in your hand or a glove on or something when you get the knife back. And be like, cool, this, you know, and then you don't put it like in the knife block or anything. You just like set it aside somewhere.
Right.
Just to make them go, why do you want, you know, like
I don't understand.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I just need, just in case I need an extra set of fingerprints. You just start leaving those knives everywhere. So every time they dust them, it's just a different set of fingerprints every time.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. I just feel like that would be a fun, good fun. And, you know, a great way to get your friends arrested.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially if it was someone you hated, you know, you just keep getting their fingerprints on these things.
I'm not mad at that.
Why do the police keep showing up here? I haven't done anything.
What the fuck, dude?
Open the door. Boot knife.
This will learn you.
It's just sticking in his thigh and he's like, ow. Like, why are you throwing like you're not even throwing like a steak knife at me? Like, my boot knives are all plastic.
Don't worry about my motives.
Yeah. My boot knives are all plastic knives from shitty restaurants. Oh, so speaking of, I got one last thing to talk about here because this was weird. So my brother and I went to Panda Express the other day, right?
Okay.
His new one opened. A new one opened in, you know, over near him. And
yes.
So we get back here with the food and we go to eat and I reach into the bag and I'm looking for the fork and they have, their forks are like 6 inches long, but they're chopsticks on one end and a fork on the other. Have you seen
that's
these?
pretty cool.
Like you can snap the thing in half, you know, to have chopsticks, or you can leave them together and use as chopsticks for cheating, as they say, or use it as a fork. As a fork, it's annoying because it's, way too long in your hand. But
I mean, I'm not mad at that, though.
it's a neat idea. I forgot, actually. I was going to send you a picture of it. Like I said, it's a neat idea, but as a fork, it's kind of annoying. But it's still, I can understand. Instead of them having to order forks and chopsticks, they just get it all in one. Although it seems weird because, they're plastic, so they're probably dirt cheap for them. So
Probably.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's not a terrible idea, though.
yeah. I don't know if this is new for them or not, because we've eaten there plenty of times. They usually just give you a fork. Like if you ask for chopsticks, they have them, but they usually just give you a fork.
Yeah.
Because, Americans. So, yeah.
I like the idea of a chop fork.
Chop fork? Boot knife!
Or a fork stick. I don't know.
Fork stick? That sounds like a whole different thing. Right? It's instead of having
you're not wrong.
Instead of having a shotgun, instead of having a boomstick, he just has like a dildo that goes on his arm. This is my fuck stick or fork stick.
This is my fork stick.
Oh, it's just a pitchfork on his arm.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Fork stick. That's how you take down a pterosaur, by the way.
With a fork stick?
Fork stick, yeah.
Oh man, I had no idea that was.
They don't have long arms, so you got to keep them back a little bit. It's the only chance you have. If they get close, forget it.
It's over.
Yeah. So
it's over, Johnny.
It's over, Johnny. All right.
Enough is over.
Well, I believe that's a show, my friend.
I do believe that is a show, which is probably a good thing because I gotta piss hard.
As do I, my friend. As
Holy
do I.
Shit.
As do I. I'm pretty sure I could fill up the Stanley Cup right now.
Stanley?
No, I would never do that. I have too much respect for the cup to do that.
There you besmirch.
Yeah, I would not do that. All right. Well, there you go. Head over to saltylanguage.com. You can find all the links from the show, all our social medias, past episodes, pictures of Tony and I, our measurements, very intimate descriptions of our genitalia. All the things that most websites have.
All the things.
Yeah. So head over there. Again, if you'd like to purchase any merch and help us out, we greatly appreciate it. And the link's in the show notes, or, Tony has alleged that he will have a link on the website. So hopefully that'll happen.
Go to the Things of the Week section, and there should be fun little pictures you can click on. That'll take you to the news story.
Perfect. So there you go.
Yes.
So, yeah. And if you want to find us on the socials, we're at salty_language on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Stunami.
You can find me at Monotony, but you're probably better off finding me at The Monotony on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. And you can find us on, like you said before, TikTok and all the other crap.
Sneeze.
Pretty much. Oh, jeez. Don't do it. Oh, jeez. Well, there went our...
Shit.
Well, we got to do it all over again. You just fucked up the audio. So, no.
Oh, that hurt my face.
Perfect.
Wow.
All right. So, with all that, I guess until next week, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty, everybody.
And boot knife.